Has President Obama given up too much already on the fiscal cliff negotiations? Even President Obama himself is admitting that he has gone very far. He says, quote, I have gone at least halfway in meeting some of the Republican concerns. If he's gone at least halfway, he's admitted he's already met Republicans in the middle, and he's probably going past the middle into Republican territory, as many people say when we're talking about some of the concessions that he's making. And we're still 2 weeks away from the deadline. Republicans basically sitting around waiting for, I guess, more concessions from President Obama. President Obama won the election. I don't think he needs to go any more than halfway. I think he really shouldn't go more than 42% of the way. That's my position, Lewis. I mean, what's your thought?
What if 42% doesn't get it done?
Well, so that's the thing. He won the election, right? If it doesn't happen, isn't it the Republicans? If he is willing to go, as he's already indicated, more than halfway, isn't it abundantly clear this is the Republicans' fault? And it's not about placing blame, right? It's about solutions. But he can't give everything up. Otherwise, what's the point of having won the election?
Fair enough. Fair enough, yeah.
What's your thought on this, Natan? I mean, how far is too far for being a Democrat who was just reelected?
Well, what I think is too far is what the Democrats or Obama seem to be willing to do now, which is actually accept the Republicans' proposal to make an alternative system of calculating inflation for Social Security benefits,
right,
which will obviously result in the next 10 to 20 years in reduced benefits, reduced payouts. So I think this is something where he just won an election, Democrats were reelected to the Senate, and more Democrats were voted for in the House than Republicans. So I think in this situation, you have to say, maybe we shouldn't touch Social Security. I think that would be a good starting point.
I think so. I mean, President Obama, Lewis, what if President Obama said this? I made more than a fair deal. The Republican Party has rejected all three of my proposals, each more right-wing than the last. I am now pulling all offers off the table, and I am waiting to see what the Republican Party will offer. The clock is ticking.
I can see this being one of those situations in which the president is negotiating across several issues. The Republicans now are, seem to be folding on taxing the rich.
Well,
so,
kind of.
Kind of.
We've seen a change.
We've seen a change.
But they're not really folding. They're still resisting the 1 million, the 1 million and up. Now we're at the 400,000 and up, that there was the 250, right? I mean, this is fluid.
I mean, yeah, but
rather they want 1 million and up is
right,
what I mean. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know. It could very well be that there's another compromise here involving a different issue, and the president might end up doing something we're not too fond of when it comes to the fiscal cliff.
I was looking on Daily Kos today, and there's some interesting comments on there. And one person proposed that there might be two other things going on. What if President Obama is setting the frame for when the fiscal cliff happens, and then he can say, I offered them a compromise that was more than fair, and they said no. Now we do things my way, period. Could he be setting that up?
I don't think so.
Okay. The other possibility is maybe President Obama has never really been the ally of the true liberal base, and maybe he's not going to be, even in the second term, right? I mean, the proposal that he put out there represents something that is really, we're getting into something that can't really be called progressive. Is it possible, Natan, that he's just not really that aligned with the progressive base?
I think that the definition you're using of progressive is pretty vague. I think Obama considers it progressive to get things done, even if they're not what the most liberal people want. I think that he would consider standing your ground and having the position that so-called progressives want and then failing as something that's not progressive.
I mean, fiscally, I would call everything he's done, except for maybe the bailout,
very moderately Republican.
Right.
Yeah, that's the reality. No question about it. All right, we're going to keep an eye on what happens as we close in on the end of the year. We also have, speaking of closing in on the end of the year, Lewis, we have a fantastic and the final membership special of the year. Now, this program is mostly funded by individual memberships. Throughout the year, you're able to sign up for monthly or yearly memberships, and every once in a while, we have a special offer. Today, we have at davidpakman.com/holidays a 1-year membership and the David Pakman Show hoodie sweatshirt, with or without a zipper, your choice, made from 100% recycled materials, available together at a great discount. These are flying off the shelves. It's very easy to sign up. You go to davidpakman.com/holidays. This is going on through the holidays. The last, Lewis, it's crazy to say it, the last membership special of 2012 before we move on to 2013. Sign up, support the show. We appreciate it. You'll also get the bonus show. Great bonus show today, Lewis. We'll talk about Belgium looking at euthanasia for minors and Alzheimer patients. We'll talk about postal workers stealing 1,300 U.S. Treasury checks and cashing them. And also the Army seeking the death penalty for that soldier accused in the Afghan massacre. You've got to get the bonus show. It's great. DavidPakman.com/holidays. Back after this.
The David Pakman Show at DavidPakman.com.